Going on again, YouTube? We got another video today. Today I'm gonna be by myself, but as always, it's gonna be a good workout. We got back, biceps, and forearms. I was gonna do shoulders, like that's my original plan when I was first thinking of the workout of the day, like what I was doing, what all I'm gonna work out, and everything like that. But man, from yesterday's workout on my shoulders, man, I don't know if I'm gonna do shoulders today. If I do, it probably just be something light, just to work my rear delts and a little bit more of my mid delts. But let me tell you, I'm feeling it, and it feels amazing. I'm not saying I'm hating it. Obviously, a good workout is a workout that you end up doing. But as I said, today's back, biceps, and forearms. So we're gonna get that going. And like I said, it's gonna be by myself. I know I haven't. I know I told you I said I was gonna have my buddy in one of the videos, hopefully soon. But you know, sometimes he doesn't want it. I'm gonna just be honest, cause I know he watches my videos. At least he tries to. But great guy. Obviously, I'm gonna say that first and foremost. A great man, everything like that. But when it comes to him working out, he's lackluster. I'll say that. That's like the best way I can really put it. And not necessarily because he's like he doesn't give effort or anything like that. It's more just like when he feels upset, he won't admit that he's upset because that's what he was doing yesterday. He wasn't admitting he was upset, but he was clearly. And when he doesn't admit it, he clearly doesn't work out as good. Like usually when we work out, we do 2 to 3 sets until failure. But yesterday he was only doing the 2 sets, 2 to 3 sets, as of course. But he would only do a maximum of 12 reps each set. And I pointed it out. I was like, hey, you're on your phone too much. X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third. And he was saying he was good, but I mean, granted, I'm still gonna try to push him to be a better version of himself because obviously he has his struggles. I have mine, and so does everybody else. Everybody in the world doesn't. There's not a day that goes by where people is gonna say, "I have a perfect life." That's not possible. So, living day to day, you have to make sure you give it your all and know what you're gonna want to work for. So the outcome ends up being something you want, something positive. Uh, it's kind of obvious, but I still get a little nervous. I haven't done this in a while, obviously, and you know, picking it back up again, I'm still trying to figure out the flow of things. But as far as like working out goes, since that's the subject we're talking of at hand, I heard a saying by Sam Sulek, however you want to pronounce it, that the only bad workout you can have, and don't quote me because I can't remember it word for word, but it was something similar along these lines. He said, the only bad workout that you can have is the one you don't show up to. So you can go 6 days of the week. Oh man, I'm killing it. Great workout, everything. But that rest day is obviously something very important as well. You got to make sure you're getting recovery and everything. The way he worded it is just like I have to try to find the clip and I'll see about editing it in here. Like I'm saying, I'm still learning when it comes to editing. That's something I'm still doing my research on. I found a few editing softwares, but still having to do a few things here and there. And I might upgrade computers soon, considering the one I have, it's not really working as great. But I'm getting off track. Um, like I said, and like Sam Sulek said, the only workouts that are really the ones that are not good are the ones that you end up missing. So you could tell yourself, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the gym today," and uh, I could go to the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym today. I'm gonna work hard and do this. You do the workouts. You get through it. At the end of the day, you're like, "Man, I'm sore. Do I want to go tomorrow and hit a different workout in the same variety of not necessarily enthusiasm, but how what's the word? Not ethic. Not energy either. I can't think of the word. It'll come to me later. I'll probably say it around when I get there. So, but I mean, when it comes to working out, granted, I've already lost about 20 pounds, which isn't much, but it's a really big goal, or like a really big stepping stone for my journey. I've started weight. I'm pretty sure I've said it when I first started picking back up on YouTube. I My original weight was like like 320, 325, somewhere within that range, and now I'm weighing at about 300. It's not a lot of weight, but weight nonetheless is lost. So when you go to the gym, you got to tell yourself, okay, I got to make sure I'm getting the right nutrients in my body, making sure I'm eating properly, making sure I'm taking my supplements that I need, like let's say for instance some fish oil, creatine, whatever it may be that you take to boost your recovery and boost your progress in the gym. Make sure you do them, because if you don't, you lose gains. And not only do you lose gains, but your recovery time could end up going down. So in the end, you want to make sure you're on lock if you're really focused on trying to get those goals. So I think that's enough of me. Like I said, today we got back. Probably going to start off with a lat pull down. So I'll see y'all when we get to the gym. Here we go, everybody. All right. First workout we got is going to be the lat pull down in a neutral grip. Just to warm up, we're going to do 100 pounds. So we're going to grab it a little closer right here to try to squeeze on that mid back slash lat area. So like I said, it's just a warm up one. Good deal. Like I said, just to warm up, got 12. I'm going to up the weight a little more, and then we're going to move on. Moving on up to 130. This one's going to be first working set of 3, maybe 4. Same rules, a little bit of a neutral, closer grip. Not underhand, so to say. Still doing overhand, but more of a neutral grip on the pull down. This one, and along with the next 2 to 3 sets, we're going to be doing to try to get failure. So we're going to try to get all that motion in. Come on. Let's up the weight a little bit. But I really liked how that set felt. I really, really liked it. All right. These next 2 are going to be the last sets. And we're going to go absolute failure. We got it set to 175, which is why we got the belt on. We're going to go until we can't even bring it down no more. That's the goal. Right now, lat pull downs are the warm-up because we do have better workouts to do. Granted, lat pull down is obviously one of the better ones you can work on. But personally, I like barbell rows better than I do lat pull down. Only reason being, and not just barbell rows, goes with deadlift and seated rows. Deadlift is just an all-around great fundamental movement to have. It's functional and it works great. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut up and let's get these sets in. Here we go. We're gonna lower it a little bit by 1 stack. Only reason being, I want to target more because I feel like that targeted more my shoulders. Okay. Pick up my headphones. Like I said, lower it by 1 and really get good squeezing. So let's go ahead and get her going. Oh my gosh. Let's get to the next workout. Actual working workout. Now we got seated close grip rows. So these I like more because they target that lower back. Really, you can target any part of your back, but primarily, if you depending on how you position it, which is when you pull, you're pulling towards your belly button. That would end up targeting more your lower back. You target above your belly button, so like where your ab area, under boob, under breast, whatever you want to call it, that's going to target more your lats. And obviously, if you pull underneath your chest, that's going to target your upper chest, your upper back. So like traps, rear delts, mid traps. So for these, we're going to do all 3, but 2 sets of absolute failure. I know I said absolute failure on the lat pull down, but like I said, that was just a warm up set. So we're going to get into actual working sets of the workout now. So setting up should be pretty simple to do. Just grab it. I'm not going to use the straps right away because weight's not heavy enough. Come on. Same deal. Till failure. I would say I could do progressive overload, but right now I'm not really trying to focus on that. I'm trying to focus on more lifting the actual weight. Not necessarily well, obviously I'm still going to try to gain muscle while doing this, but it makes sense more to me. I know I have to try to explain it, obviously, and it sounds kind of a little arrogant of me to say it that way. But what I mean is, like, I want to try not to ego lift, but more so target the muscles as implied, you know? So when the time comes that I actually need to end up locking down and getting the movement in so I can coach people while I'm lifting with them, it doesn't come off as real sloppy or sluggish. So now we're using the straps, same thing, till failure. Come on. Okay. Let's grab the long bar and we'll target like an actual T-bar row. So let's get it. Okay. Same rules, pulling, but this time we're gonna do to pull to the upper chest on a wider grip so we can target more our traps, rear delts, and mid traps. These are fun, but they are very intense if you don't know how to do them properly. So simple as easy does it. Grab a little bit or the wide grip. Enjoy the view, by the way. Grab the wider grip. Obviously, we're going to be using the straps as it shows. So wider grip, and when you pull towards your chest instead of your like abdomen / belly button area. Come on. Come on. Like I said, if not done right, can be very intense, but overall a good one. All right. Next set, same thing. Hold on. Just realized. All right. Sorry about that. Had to text my mother, let her know that I was here or that I made it. Should have gotten here, sent the message when I got here, but I just forgot. Same thing. We pull into the chest. We're probably going to do 3 sets instead of 2 just because I really like how this one is. And I feel like my rear delts and my traps are the main parts that I really need to focus on at the moment. So let's get 2 more sets of try to push past failure. So I'm going to up it up to 115 and really emphasize on that squeeze at the top. So let's see. What the fucking there, huh? Go for it, Bubba. Come on. That one, like that set. That one felt really nice. Whew. Let's move on. Next set, I mean. Last set, same thing. Getting a real emphasis on squeezing at the traps and lower traps, or mid traps technically, and the rear delts. So sometimes you feel like not coming because you're drained, from work. But as I said in the car, any workout that you miss is a bad one. Any workout that you do, you show up regardless of how you're feeling, tired, sore, even if it's a light workout. A light workout is better than not a workout or no workout. Clears your mental. You just feel better overall knowing that you achieved something, you know? So let's get this last set in. Come on. Let's get the next workout in. Feeling great right now. For some of you that watch my videos or have seen my most recent videos, probably noticed I use this one a lot. And it's because it's a great workout. Let's wait on there. Yeah, I gotta go up. As I look up the weight, I'm gonna explain it. So the reason I like this, the isolateral pull down, this one in particular, because if you notice, I have D handles put on the grip. The reason being, it's able to really let you target single arm pull downs. Because from here, if you just pull straight down, you're going only to your chest. Whereas if you're single arm and you're pulling, you're able to get a tighter squeeze at the bottom. Like I said, I'm sure some of you who have seen my videos, or as my recent videos, if y'all have seen them, I'm sure y'all see that I do this machine almost every single back day. Again, it's a really good exercise. So and truth be told, usually I would prefer doing single arm pull downs for the cables, because there's a way you can do them. And I know I just stopped mid set, but I'm gonna restart my count. If you're doing the cables, you use these, or you can get like how I have these EchoVision cuffed wrist straps. So these are great for pulling movements because obviously it has the wrist strap and also has the D-ring. You attach the D-ring to the cable stack. If you sit with your arm across the chest above your head right here and you pull down and across, you have the most activation on your back possible. But again, I like doing this one solely because it's just a fun movement to do and it's something I really enjoy. And that's what you want to do when you work out. You want to make sure you do something that you're able to repeat. And in the sense, you're doing the same movements over and over. And I'm not sponsored by them, but hopefully they would if they end up seeing this video. Controlled Insanity. I wear their merch all the time. I'm sure y'all have noticed it. But the reason why is because that's what they stand for. That's what bodybuilding is. Controlled Insanity, and the term insanity literally meaning constant repetition of the same actions. What are you doing when you work out? You're repeating movements such as pulling movements, as I'm doing now, and the controlled form for self-betterment. Henceforth, controlled insanity. You're controlling something that you know you're doing as repetitive. But anyways, let's finish up this workout. These are just the first set is usually my working set. So right now, that's what I'm focusing on. Making sure, or not focus at warm up, not working set, warm up set, sorry. But I'm focusing on getting an activation on said muscle group that I'm training. For now, the lats. Here we go. Come on. Like I said, first set is the working set. We're gonna up the weight and go to failure for the second and last set of this workout. All right. Moved up to 3 plates. Again, single arm. We're gonna really focus on that squeeze at the bottom, making sure we get good muscle activation and making sure everything goes smoothly. Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah. See about this. Use this one, the D handle. Oh, let's get 4. Next arm. Or next side, I should say, not next arm. Gotta fix the microphone first. Like I said, I really love this movement because I feel like personally, I get not only great activation, but it's fun to do. So, just get it. Let me try something. That would work great if it would stay in place. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm gonna try that and do it again. Hold on, I gotta fix grip. Oh, I'm so glad I found this out. Yeah, this is gonna go crazy right here. Come on. Sweat's getting in my eyes. I like the higher point, letting you get more activation. I like how that feels. Let's move on to the next workout. Next workout, we got seated rows, but it's plate loaded one instead of the seated row. This one I really only do 1 or 2 sets on this, as I do every workout, but not really going to failure. This one I usually end up doing anywhere from 12 to 15 reps. Only reason being, it's a great workout, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, it's just something about it that I don't like. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna say, oh, it's weird that you think that way, considering it's a great movement. Like I said, I don't know, I'm probably just weird, but I just realized you could do this almost like a chest supported T-bar row. How am I just now realizing this? Anyways, let's get this set in. Gonna use the bottom bit of the grip to really pull and emphasize on the back. I was about to say the chest. Ooh, my chest is sore. Come on. Okay, hold on. I like how that's feeling, but let's try a different grip. We're gonna do, instead of the lower one, we're gonna do the top one, because I feel like that'll activate more my traps. As I mentioned earlier, traps and rear delts are a part of my body that I feel like can get more work. So let's go ahead and try to get this. Oh yeah, I can tell I'm gonna like this. One more. Oh my gosh. That felt nice. Next set, same rules apply, but this time we're gonna grab closer grip and row so we can target our lats. We're gonna, not the close grip, we're the outer grip, so we can target our lats. It's gonna be rested forward and pull outward. It's gonna target the part of the lats that everyone really likes to see. When you do a lat spread, that's what shows more. So let's bring this up to there. Put the pin. Get comfortable. Adjust the straps. Oh yeah. Outer grip, as I said, to activate the traps. Or not the traps, the lats, sorry. This is probably going to be the last back workout, as in like rowing and everything like that, before we move on to more traps and rear delts focused, because we still have biceps and forearms. Ten. That's all I managed to muster. Let's move on. Now we're working traps and rear delts. We're not going too heavy on this one because one, only gonna do, no, you know what? I'll do about a plate and a quarter. Last time I was managed to do 2 plates and a quarter on this. When I came and did back with my cousins a few days ago, I want to say almost a week now. Excuse me. So with this one, you're gonna want to set the seat a little lower than what you're comfortable with because it's chest supported. Feet are gonna be back. Enjoy the view. You're gonna grab the top handles and you're gonna pull. It's almost like a face pull. So when you're pulling upward to target this part and along here. And obviously your lower traps. It's almost like a shrug. Just 12. Technically that was 11. But I like this weight. We're gonna do one more set, a little bit of rest. I'm not gonna stop the video. A little bit of rest. Then we're gonna try to go till failure, till we can't bring them up any longer. For this one, thinking a closer grip would be better. Granted, I am feeling it where I want it to feel on my rear delts area, but what I'm wanting to focus on a little more is, as I mentioned, my traps, because in the end, it is what makes part of your back look more full. Obviously, your lats are a key component in it, but your traps and your rear delts are a really major part when building a back. So just one more set of this, and then we'll go do some face pulls, and then thinking some side swings to work a little more of the rear delt. And then after that, just some biceps, 21s on the cable, and then it's a little bit of old school. I don't know if y'all know about that one. I'm sure I've had it in a video before, but some 21s, and then after that, maybe some preacher curl, activate the long head of the bicep, and a little bit of the brachialis if we do underhand. So, and then for forearms, thinking just simple wrist curls, the Sam Sulek specials. So let's get in it. Ugh. I just realized I said closer grip. Then I proceeded to grab the upper grip. Come on. I'm sorry for slamming the weights. Oh, I like how that felt. Okay, let's go to some face pulls. All right. Now we got some face pulls. Personally, I like doing it on the tricep push down stack because there's no pulley system. So when it's 40 pounds on there, it's 40 pounds that you're pulling. And that's what I have it set to right now. So face pulls, simple. Grab it underhand as I'm here such. And when I pull, I'm gonna lean back just a tiny bit, pull upward, almost like if I'm about to do a back double by. That's the whole premise of it. So again, underhand, lean back slightly. I really get a tension on the rear delts and pull towards my face. If you need to, personally, I don't like doing it like this. You can grab it right here, overhand, or like this. To me, this is just fruity. I don't know what it is. Just hooking it like this, it feels weird to me. Or actually, I just said it looks fruity, yet doing it actually feels kind of nice. Pause. Anyways, let's see. Let's try to get failure. 2 sets, and then we'll go to biceps because I'm already working my rear delts and traps already as it is from the pulling movements that I was doing on the one right here. So let's get it. Switch grip a little bit. Come on. Just rep them bitches out. Thank goodness there's no lunk alarm here. That bitch would have already gone off. Okay. Last set before we're going to some biceps and some forearms. Forearms, I'm probably going to do first considering right across from where I am, there's a D handle. I could just bring it down as a curl. And then obviously here, extension. So let's get it. You know what? I feel like I took a little bit to bring it up to 70. So let's try to get her going. Oh, let's go. Okay, now we got forearms. Let's get it. Okay, like I said, right across from where I just was. For this one, you want to go a little heavier than what you're used to because you really want to focus on squeezing on the forearm. You could do double hand with the straight bar. I don't know where it's at right now, but there was one right here. You could do a double hand, but I've seen single hand work a little better too. So you want to go a little heavy, but just enough to where you know you're going to be able to curl it. So hold on tight. Squeeze, pulling down. As you see, I just went from 50 up to 20. So you really need to get a good squeeze on here. And you really want to focus on trying to go to failure, since a majority of the time, especially in my line of work, since as I said, I'm a fabricator, I get a lot of activation already from my forearms as it is. So I want to get a really good failure set of each one. So okay, let's try to find the straight bar to get a curl on there. All right. Like I said, we can do it single hand and double hand with the straight bar. So grab the straight bar, and exactly as we did it just a minute ago, single hand, doing double hand. Okay, let's go do arms, some biceps. All right, now we got some curls. If you notice, I'm not using a straight bar, not using ropes, using the V bar. Only reason being, if you look at an easy bar, instead of it being this close as we would be on here, the easy bar is about right here, still angled. So if you think about it, when you're curling, you're bringing it up, right? So you could do it two ways. If you want to activate right here for the biceps on the long head, just straight like that, right? Or if you don't want to use this one and you want to be able to reverse curls, you use the other one. But we're going to do that on the preacher curls. So right here, focusing on this. Getting a nice squeeze on the bicep. Fuck this. I like this one for triceps better. I know I just explained it like that, but you'll see what I mean. Notice it has a swivel, so it makes it easier when you're curling. That one's better for triceps. So for push down movements. Come on. Don't stop. Fuck it. Let's do sevens. If you don't know what sevens are, I'm about to show you. Start at the bottom. Start at the instead of showing you, I'm gonna explain it first and then show you. Start at the bottom, curl half 7 times. You start half, curl up 7 times, and then you start at the bottom, curl all the way up 7 times, which is 21. So let's try that. It's a bit of an old school thing, but it works great. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go to preacher curls and then we'll go check the pump. Okay. As I said, we're gonna do reverse grip, easy bar curls. That one set of 21s fried my biceps, but these are gonna be nice. So for here, you could do a full curl or you just go like this, but we're not doing that because we're not pussies. Pardon my French. But simple, grab here, make sure your elbows are rested well, and just curl up. Oh, I don't like how that felt. Let's try it like this. I think it'll work a lot better. Yeah, I can already tell by the way it feels. It's not triceps. Whew. I'm telling you, my biceps, my forearms are fried right now. And that's light as possible for those, I think, aside from just an empty bar. My goodness. I could tell my forearms are pumped to hell. We'll do one more set of this, and then we'll go check the pump. Holy shit. Let's rack this weight, and then we'll get out of here. Check the pump, then recover, then get out of here. All right. Workout done. Let's go ahead Check this pump. Headphones already trying to come off. I can already tell. This pump is gonna be pretty sick. Especially my forearms. Oh yeah. Step forward a tiny bit. Scoot this there. Forearms are definitely pumped. I like it. Really good pump today.